Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about what happens to our bodies once we quit eating sugar. But before we begin, I request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. And on this channel, I post diet and nutrition related videos. I also have a workout channel that you can check out. I post home workout videos that you can do at home with minimal equipment or no equipment at all. So check that out if you're interested, and let's get started. So as we give up sugar, the first thing that happens is that our body needs to adjust to the lack of sugar coming in that used to come in. And this adjustment period can last from a day, a few days, to even a few weeks, depending on your personal makeup, on how much sugar you used to consume. So during this adjustment phase, there can be some unpleasant symptoms to look out for, right? The first of those is low mood. If you've been consuming a lot of sugar and eating a lot of sweet things, then chances are when you stop eating those sweet things, the mood will dip a little bit. Feelings of sadness might come in during this adjustment period. The second symptom of adjustment is sleeping too much or not sleeping at all. So sleep changes in your sleep pattern. Maybe you're waking up earlier than usual. Maybe you're having broken sleep. Maybe you are needing to nap in the day. So any one of these things can happen during that adjustment phase. Next on the list is mental tiredness and lack of concentration. You might find that during those few days of adjustment, your mental focus, the ability to concentrate on your work or projects goes down a little bit. So that's the third thing. The fourth on the list is cravings. If you're someone who used to eat a lot of sugar and then you stopped suddenly, then cravings might kick in, and that's only natural because you're lacking something that your body is very used to. So fourth on the list is cravings, and fifth on the list is fatigue. Giving up sugar can not only bring with it mental tiredness but physical fatigue as well. So you might feel drained in energy, you might feel a little more tired than usual. Next on the list is dizziness. Yes, dizziness can also happen during this adjustment period when your body is getting used to the new level of sugar intake. Next on the list is nausea. So yeah, nausea is also a symptom of quitting sugar during that adjustment period when your body is getting used to the new sugar consumption levels. The final on the list is headaches. You might find that you have headaches as you quit sugar, and this is because your body is adjusting to the lack of sugar in your diet. So this adjustment phase can last from a day, a few days, even weeks. It is best to do this process slowly. If you decide to quit sugar cold turkey, then these symptoms might be more exaggerated, right? And in that case, it's best to work with a healthcare professional or a nutritionist so that they can guide you through this process, because it's not an easy process, right? So now let's talk about the benefits that come along with giving up sugar. Now the first on the list is less cravings. Yes, you will find that the less sugar you consume, the less sugar you want to consume. You'll find that giving up sugar after a period of time completely takes away your cravings. And that happened to me. When I gave up sugar, I was surprised that I didn't want sugar after a while. And I was someone who had a big sweet tooth, right? I love sweet things. I love my chocolate. And when I decided to give it up, the first few days were difficult, but then those cravings never came back. It's been a few years now since I've given up sugar, and I just have no cravings for sugar. And that's probably because I don't indulge in it, because when I indulge in it, I find that those cravings come back up. Next on the list is stable energy levels. So giving up sugar can really stabilize your energy levels, and that's because your blood sugar levels stop fluctuating, right? When we consume a meal high in sugar, a lot of sugar, as we consume it, our blood sugar starts to rise, and it rises quite rapidly, especially if you're consuming sugar, white processed foods, things like that. So as we consume that high sugar food, our blood sugar rises. But a few hours later, our blood sugar starts to go down. And when the blood sugar is rising, we feel a lot of energy. But when it goes down, we can feel fatigued. So cutting out sugar can really stabilize our energy levels. And you'll find that sometimes, even after eating a sugary meal, you feel tired. Because high blood sugar can, yes, give us energy, but it can also fatigue us. So once that sugar is eliminated or reduced in the diet, energy levels stabilize. Next on the list of benefits is stable mood. Yes, when you consume sugar, the mood lifts. You get excited, but when the sugar crash happens, when the blood sugar starts to go down, irritability, mood swings, feelings of feeling low, all those things set in. So the third benefit is stable mood. Fourth on the list is better immunity. A study has shown that consuming about 100 grams of sugar can reduce the functionality of white blood cells by almost 40%. And white blood cells are an important part of the immune system, right? So if we eliminate sugar, if we reduce the consumption of sugar, it will improve our immunity, right? And there is a video on how to boost your immunity on my channel in case you're interested. Moving on to the next important benefit, and that is reduced inflammation. These days we have plenty of diets that are anti-inflammatory, promising low inflammation levels or no inflammation at all or reduced inflammation, but one of the best things that you can do to lower your inflammation levels is to eliminate sugar. Right? Sugar is one of the most important reasons for inflammation in the body, and eliminating that helps greatly. And there's a video on inflammation as well on my channel, and you can watch that if you're interested. Now moving on to the next benefit, which is reduced acne. A study showed that frequent consumption of sugar can increase the chances of acne by 30%. And I'm someone who has suffered from acne all of my teenage years. It was a big issue for me, and I went to a lot of dermatologists, I got a lot of skin treatments done, and nothing seemed to help. But a few years ago, about 5 years ago, I did two things that really helped me. One was I stopped eating sugar, and the second was I stopped eating foods that I'm allergic to, and that cleared up my skin instantly. So that's another benefit of sugar: reduced acne, clearer looking skin. And the next benefit also relates to skin. Cutting down on sugar, eliminating sugar can prevent premature aging. It can lead to younger looking skin, and that is because consumption of sugar produces something known as AGEs, advanced glycation end products. And these AGEs are known to cause fine lines, wrinkles, and they can even stiffen up elastin and collagen, which are the proteins in the skin, leading to older looking skin. So cutting down on sugar, eliminating sugar has a lot of benefits for younger looking skin. Next on the list is a clearer mind. Yes, and this is also related to blood sugar fluctuations, because blood sugar fluctuation, high blood sugar or low blood sugar, both can cause mental tiredness. It can cause brain fog. So when you break that cycle of blood sugar fluctuations, your blood sugar stabilizes and you have a clear mind through and through. Now the ninth benefit is weight loss. Yes, weight loss is a natural outcome of giving up sugar, reducing sugar, or cutting down on sugar. And that's simply because we rarely consume sugar by itself, right? Unless you're having a spoon of sugar in black coffee or something like that. Usually sugar comes with a lot of calories, whether it's pastries or cakes or biscuits or your favorite dessert or ice cream. There's a lot of calories, right, that come along with sugar, a lot of fats that come along with sugar, and often if you're eating something processed with sugar, then a lot of chemicals as well. And all these can lead to an excessive intake of calories. They can lead to inflammation in the body because of the chemicals and additives that go into processed foods. So cutting down on sugar, eliminating sugar from the diet will automatically, if you're consuming a lot of ice creams and cakes and biscuits and all these things, cereals, right? it will automatically cut down on a lot of calories, and that can lead to weight loss. The 10th benefit is lower insulin levels. If you are someone who suffers from high insulin, if you are someone who suffers from insulin resistance, and there's a video on my channel where I talk about this in detail as well if you're interested. If you're someone with these issues, and if you're someone who has PCOS due to high insulin levels, then chances are cutting down on sugar will lower your insulin levels, and that can lead to better health. The last benefit is that it can lower the risk of disease, and that is simply because a lot of diseases are linked with two things: high insulin and high inflammation, right? High insulin resistance is linked with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and diabetes, and inflammation is linked with a bunch of conditions as well, including diabetes, asthma, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, things like that. So when you cut down on sugar, you cut down on insulin, you cut down on inflammation, and that can lead to better health and lower the risk of diseases. So that's it, guys, and in this video I wanted to touch upon these things. I wanted to tell you what to expect when you cut out sugar from your diet, the symptoms that you might go through while your body is making that adjustment. And another thing I'd like to mention is that do this process under supervision of a healthcare professional or a nutrition professional who specializes in this sort of thing, because that will reduce the symptoms you feel, right? They'll manage the process for you. And I also wanted to tell you the benefits of giving up sugar. Those are plenty, and often people don't stick with giving up sugar, don't stick with low carb diets, don't stick with keto diets, simply because the adjustment phase can be quite difficult, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.